Hi, welcome to Briones Pickleball. My name is Jordan Briones, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the #1 offensive weapon that you're missing. You're not going to want to miss this, so now let's jump right in. Alright, so in this video, we are going to be talking about the forehand flick. I'm sure you've seen it by a lot of players, even maybe players that you play against, and they disguise it really well. This shot is a shot I'm going to be taking off the bounce, and I am going to be accelerating through the ball and speeding up the ball towards my opponent. All right, so first we're going to talk about what I'm looking for when I'm going to hit the shot, and then we're going to talk about the technique and execution. Okay, so again, when we are dinking up at the non-volley zone line, all I'm looking for is a ball that slightly bounces a little bit high, doesn't have a lot of pace, no spin. I call this a dead dink, and that I can get comfortably set up to hit the shot. Okay, so before we go into technique, I'm going to be moving the ball around, and I'm going to try to put it in tough spots so my opponent can hit me as many dead dinks as possible. So when I receive these balls here that just sit up here, I have an option to speed up this ball or to attack it towards my opponent. Hi, if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you're interested in exclusive on-court training with me, go ahead and go to brionespickleball.com/coaching. Now, let's get right back to the video. All right, so now that you know what you're looking for a ball that's right in front of you, and that's a dead dink, and that's not pressing you or moving you in any way. Now we're going to talk about the technique for the shot. As you saw in a couple of those examples, like I said, I'm trying to create that dead dink. So once I get the ball that I want, I am either going to just stay here if it's short, or if it's a little bit deeper and it's bouncing close to the line, you'll see me take a step back. And the first thing from this camera that you can see is I drop my paddle down. Now this is a very important position to be in, because as we are going to accelerate up and towards our shoulder, we need to start in this position. This is also why it's really good to practice some topspin dinks. So let's just dink a couple here. Okay, I could drop my paddle down, and I'm just slightly lifting up on the ball, and you can see my follow through is going up towards my left shoulder. It's from here to here. Let's do a couple more. Okay, drop my paddle down, follow through up, drop my paddle down, follow through. Okay, so that's the positioning. Again, remember, I'm only doing that when I'm in good position and the ball's landing in front of me. If it's landing closer to the line, I can step back like this, so hit a little bit deeper one. Okay, like that. Okay, that. Okay, so I don't have to attack it, but it sets me up in the position to attack. Now let's talk about the forehand flick. I'm going to drop my paddle here. Again, you can see my head of my paddle is faced towards the floor. I'm in a Eastern grip, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to accelerate fairly quickly to my left shoulder here. So just like a serve or a forehand, instead of doing this big swing though, I'm just gonna start here in this dink position, and I'm gonna go from here to here. And it's gonna be a really quick acceleration. So I'm not doing that, but I am going from low to high to create that topspin. Now, let's talk about location now. Where do I want to actually hit this shot to get some weak replies, because that's what we're trying to do here. Okay, so at higher levels of play, most players are really quick with their hands, okay? So I typically want to keep it away from the torso, away from the belly button, away from the chest. Good players are already here and they're going to counter. So when I go for this shot, I typically want to go away from that. And from this position, if I'm going to speed it up, I can't get it at her feet, right? So I'm going to have to get it somewhere else. I'm going to try to get it towards her outside of her left hip. So why don't you put your paddle out there, okay? Even if I could get it a little bit lower, that would be great too, but as long as it's away, or I'm gonna go to her dominant side, I'm gonna go somewhere there. Okay, so those are the two spots. I call it going for the wings. These are the spots that we want to aim for when we're hitting our forehand flick. Now, I do want to talk about what to do after, okay? We have to be ready for the counter attack, and we have to be ready to counter back. So if you hit a good enough spot at the right time, what you're going to do is you're going to get a reply that's fairly weak, most likely. As soon as I hit this forehand flick, what am I getting ready for? I'm getting ready for a ball to attack again, okay? So just play out some points to kind of show you what it looks like in real time as well. All right, so just like that first one I put in a pretty good spot, and actually Katrina had really good hands and blocked it back, and again I sent it kind of away from her, and I was ready for the second and third counter attack. Okay, so if you can, you know, make them stretch and reach where they have a difficult time, then you can look for the second or third counter. All right, now that you've seen me hit a couple forehand flicks, we're gonna watch Katrina as she does it. What you'll notice is that paddle head has to come down. It has to be here, come down, and then you accelerate up and through the ball to my left shoulder here. Good. Good. Okay, so those last two were right around here. So our goal is to try to get it right to the wings. So I want you to push it over here or push it to my dominant side. Good. That was perfect. Good, 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 good. All right, so that's the forehand flick. Remember, you wanna set the shot up. You're not gonna be able to hit this shot every time. And also remember, this is a below the net attack. You do wanna be a little bit cautious to doing this all the time, especially if your opponent has really fast hands. And this is why when you speed up from below the net, you have to get it in a good spot. So hit out towards the wings, get them stretching or reaching, and then be ready for the counter attack. Hopefully this video was very helpful to you. Try to create some offensive shots on your forehand side. It's gonna be a lot more unpredictable for your opponent, and I think you can win a lot of easy points. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. For exclusive pickleball content from me, check out brionespickleball.com. For awesome pickleball paddles like this one, make sure to check the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.